I don't see you. Am I supposed to not see you?
Oh my god, sorry.
Welcome to Under the Sink Show. My name is Kyla. I am your host. This is a place where we talk about things under the sink. What is under the sink? I don't know. You tell me. I tell you what under the sink means to me, and then you tell me what under the sink means to you, and then we kind of like exchange, the metaphor and because I feel like if you force a meaning into something, it eventually becomes a metaphor, right? I don't know. That's how my mind works. A couple of things. Well, actually, two things. Number one is I have an upcoming event that is related to Under the Sink and Friend Factory. So details about it will be on the outro. And then number two is, well, I just wanted to say hi, actually. If you are religiously listening to this, which I doubt, we always see each other every Tuesday and I never hear back from you. So what is that all about? Huh? In all seriousness, I am very excited for you guys to meet our guest for today. She is a full-time activist. She is a artist. She is also a writer. She is a poet, to be exact, and she's really good at it. She is an admirer of musicals, I think, and I think it is a missed opportunity that we were not able to talk about that. She is also a proud owner of an adorable stuffed teddy bear. But yeah, everyone, please welcome our guest, Elise. Welcome. Welcome to Under the Sink. How are you? What did you do today?
So today I woke up at 4 a.m. So that we could go to the transport strike center early and help set up. And also so that we could go to because it is in sa may Philcoa. So near siya sa mga community sa UP. So since madaming nakatira din doon ng mga chuper, jeepney drivers, and other community members, workers. Meron ng sakahan doon for those who don't know, diba? Sa UP, sa likod ng UP. Pumunta kami doon and then we invited people to join the strike as well.
Yun ba yung nagbigay kayo ng flyers of educational pamphlets? Yung nakita kong post, yun?
Yeah, so we went house to house and then, inviting people to join. And then later on, because the strike center is going to last from this morning until tomorrow. So overnight siya. And so in between nagkakaroon ng mga programs, ng mga activities. So that was ongoing kanina before I left. And then now I'm here.
Yes. Pero it didn't start at 4 a.m.
Well, the prep started at 4 a.m. But when they say yung pumutok yung strike, mga 7 a.m. na. So, yeah. Tuloy-tuloy lang naman siya that whole day. Sa UP area, so actually labas siya ng UP yung Philcoa, yung may wet market part.
Yeah.
And then, dun banda sa likod nun, and then dun sa area 17 kami pumunta to invite.
For people who don't know, Elise is from an NDMO group called RPAC, which also I am part of. And Elise is a full-time activist. Just giving me thumbs up. Yeah, she's a badass bitch for the most part.
Well, because I'm a full-time activist, parang most of my time is actually spent organizing. So when I update people about my life, parang it's always about organizing. But in general, okay naman. Besides the activities na ginagawa sa RPAC, I'm moving out again to my...
Oh, you're moving out na from the
Yeah, yeah,
apartment that you were in?
yeah.
Really?
Okay, wait. Context.
Yeah, okay.
I moved to the apartment. And
Mm-hmm.
then I had to move back home kasi my mom's brother, so my tito, and his husband, they they went to the Philippines to visit. So, but they were there for 3 months. So they needed to stay somewhere na like medyo long term na. Syempre, para hindi mahal. So they asked if they could stay. Well, they didn't ask, but like because it's technically their property, so they stayed
Yeah.
there. So I moved out for a bit. But now that they've gone back to the States, I can move back in na ulit. So that's what I'm doing right now besides everything else going on. Packing my stuff and making sure I have toiletries. Yan lang naman.
Oh, your grandma also died. I'm sorry. Um,
Oh,
w- was it
how did
your
I
mom's side?
forget? Um,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like, because it's like, it's been a few weeks. Pero it's my dad's side, my lola from my dad's side. And then something funny happened. Yung tita ko, who was the primary caregiver ng lola ko. So when she died, parang she asked me if I could be her parang contact person, like sa mga IED ganun. And I was like, yeah, sure. But then I like thought about it a bit more. Tapos parang ako, so you're saying like our Lola has been your contact person this whole time? Like, like she's been bedridden for years.
A very emotional moment. Now, oh, of course, I can be your contact. But then you realize, no, wait, this was your contact person was grandma.
Yeah, I was like, who's got like the emergency? It's an emergency. What's gonna happen in the emergency? Pero I mean, okay lang naman. That's just like a slight funny moment in my life.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. And I'm glad you're safe. And you're in a transition phase physically. Um, I guess we'll just talk about the part that is the main part of the show, which is what is under your sink. Like, what is the sink to you? What is under it, etc., etc.
I was thinking about this when you sent it to me. I was like, what is my sink?
Okay, because you're a poet, so like I was like maybe like she has like a very intense poetic way of really what a sink is.
I think what I was thinking of metaphorically or spiritually was that when you say under the sink, it's like a place that you keep a lot of the things that sort of, paano ba? Like, they're what in the interior make things work. Like,
Oh, like gear, like parang
yeah.
ganun. Yeah, okay.
Kasi parang, di ba? Kasi like, if there's no pipes or like stuff under your sink, then it's not a sink, it's a hole.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. No one has ever said that before.
Really.
New POV. Yeah, so yeah, I get it. Like it's just like if you have a sink, it's just a hole. Yes, correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because I was watching like ano ba? Basta YouTube shorts and then someone who tumbles rocks. And then they always they sobrang tangential. Like so
Yes.
like when you tumble rocks because you put like I don't know like sort of things inside to make the rocks smooth. So it becomes like sludge. And then this woman, she dumps it out into a sink looking thing. Pero so like a lot of people like comment like you're gonna clog the drain or you're gonna ruin your sink. And she's like, the sink drains into a bucket. So it's not a sink, it's a bucket. Alam mo yun? So
Ah,
it's
yeah.
like, what's a sink? Like it has mechanisms inside that make it work so that it can be a sink. And it's something that is inside, you keep it closed, but it's also something inside that keeps things working. I think
Yeah.
that's what under the sink means. Am I
Amazing.
reaching?
Yes, yes, yes. And so what is keeping you working? What is under your sink?
What is under my sink? Um, Siguro as a full-time activist, syempre, um, a lot of things happen day to day. Hindi lang sa personal life. Pero syempre, because the personal is entangled in a very committed way sa political, parang um, a lot of what keeps me going is in fact the things na nangyayari sa lipunan in general, in society.
Yeah.
So, like, I made notes, but like, they're on my note
Yeah, it's fine.
kung ano lang. But like, I think one thing na that really keeps me working, no, is parang given the current economic situation,
Yeah.
crisis and like, syempre, giyera, imperialist aggression on so many different countries by the US, no. Um, the thing that like fuels me or keeps me working on a day-to-day basis is syempre parang rage,
Yeah.
galit. Kasi parang, you interact with all of these people kapag kausap mo yung mga mangingisda, yung mga magsasaka in
Yeah.
the communities, in the areas. And you see how how their simple way of living is actually, syempre, in poverty. Some don't have access sa sanitary na mga CR, na mga comfort rooms. Yung mga iba, parang yung bahay nila exposed, no, wala namang walang pader. Yung gusali ay parang literal na structure of wood na
Yeah.
walang ano. And it's like the fact na they have to keep living in those conditions na utang sila ng utang, tapos pero sila yung kumakayod para lang mabuhay. And then yung mga napoproduce nila ay, syempre, tayo yung nakikinabang doon. Everyone yung nakikinabang doon. Pero yung nagpo-profit doon yung mga mayayaman, yung mga negosyante, yung mga government officials, 'di ba? Parang when you see all of that happening and when you're aware na lahat ng yan is basically making up our way of life now, 'di ba? Parang yung galit na yun is what makes you or what makes me really like work. Like this is I have to
Yeah.
lock in. I have to do as much as I can kasi I don't, 'di ba? Alam naman na parang we see this happening, tas parang you feel defeated lang. Because if you look at history, if you study history, if you study how things work in society, alam mo naman na may magagawa tayo bilang
Yeah.
like a collective, like the masses of people. Pag sinabi namang masses, parang you just say yung majority, yung the biggest population of people are being oppressed. Tapos, yun, parang yung pag nagkumilos ng sama-sama. Actually, 'di ba? I think we met during September 21 last year.
Yes.
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 Tapos, yun, isa yun sa mga pinakamalaking pagkilos in recent memory. Yung sa Luneta to Menjola that time. And syempre, yun yung sinusubukan na i-sustain, na ma-achieve hanggang sa kasalukuyan kasi grabe, as in, grabe yung presyo ng bigas, pumapalo siya. Minimum 60 pesos for a
Yes.
kilo. Tapos, yung presyo ng langis, yung sa diesel, umaabot siya 140 plus na today. And it's like, hindi in no uncertain terms is this a reality that can sustain itself, no? Kasi kapag sabi nga ni I'm sure, I believe Lenin, sabi niya, crisis generates resistance. Kapag yung tao pinahirap mo, alam naman na hindi na sila lalaban.
Um, what I like from you, because you're actually, we all have, I would say, especially in the generation that is kind of like realizing that, oh, I actually can do something about it, diba? Like, so I'm very grateful that people are like, the group, my friends, like the artists, the community that I'm in, are actually pretty woke, and then also doing something in their own way, whatever way it would be, like through activism, through like enlightenment, through sharing knowledge, whatever, blah blah blah, through healing others. And I think what people don't see kasi is how, or the majority of the people, especially these people, like workers who don't see something, that they can't do something about it, like they feel defeated in their own, and they always accept it na ganyan talaga yung buhay, like someone has to win and someone has to lose, or like someone has to be the sacrifice in a way, and it's just unfortunate na tayo yung sacrifice or something like that. And then I feel like, I don't know, our jobs is to keep hope, I don't know, burning inside them, na no, we can actually do something about it, like, educating, and then like, making them realize na may power sila of some sort. So that is one side of it, and then there's another side of it, which is like people who are like us, that is more focusing on being grateful, and then like, as long as I'm not suffering, everything is gonna be okay, and all that. And I just can't be in that mindset, because no, people are dying, and then like people are suffering, and then I don't know. I think that's how I would. What do you say about that, when those things happen? Now people feel hopeless, and then also there's another group of people that like are also not hopeless, but also just focusing on like not looking at all, like ignoring it.
Siguro dun sa first, yung parang some people feel hopeless, no, or defeated. Actually, kapag kinausap mo din naman yung mga nasa community, meron namang ganong sentiment talaga, yung ilang mga workers, o yung mga, pati naman jeepney drivers, diba? Parang wala namang nagbabago. Yung madalas yung sabihin nila, wala namang nagbabago.
Yeah.
And yung mahalaga din na mapunto dyan. Well, syempre, as a activist, as an organizer, syempre, nakapag take ng mga educational discussions, o kaya meron ng mga nakita mga datos, di ba? Hindi naman din i-discount na may kaalaman, no, ang mga, syempre, yung mga manggagawa, yung batayang masa, yung mga magsasaka sa sarili nilang kahirapan. Pero iba pa rin pag nakita mo siya in the bigger picture. So, yung madalas kong sinasabi actually is, marami sa atin, alam naman natin na naghihirap tayo. Marami sa mga magsasaka, mangingisda, sasabihin naman nila, irerekta nila sa'yo, mahirap ako. Mahirap kami. Pero marami sa kanila, hindi nila alam yung dahilan kung bakit, at hindi nila alam kung paano nila wawaksiin o wawakasan yung mga bagay o yung mga ugat ng kanilang kahirapan.
Yeah.
So, parang in that sense, kung defeated ka kasi hindi mo alam na mahirap ako dahil pinagsasamantalahan ako. I'm exploited by the capitalists, the bureaucrat capitalists, the bourgeois compradors, by the landlords, no? Kapag hindi mo naman alam na may ganong sistema or ganito ang sistema, hindi malinaw sa iyo yung ganon, talagang mawawalan ka ng pag-asa.
Yeah.
Kasi feeling mo parang it's your fate to be poor or to be exploited, to be oppressed. Pero kapag inaaral natin ang lipunan, 'di ba? Yun yung liberating about education outside of school, honestly, 'di ba? Kasi in school sasabihin nila change the system from within. Parang hindi nga makapasok sa system yung ibang tao, di ba? Parang ang crazy na yun yung itatapat mo na solusyon. So, yung sa mga activists na, syempre, pumupunta sa mga communities, yung pinaka-onus talaga ay magpaliwanag na ito yung nangyayari sa atin, ito yung pwede nating gawin. So, that's the first part, no, na parang, if you're hopeless, mag-aral tayo. Diba? Simple as that. Na hindi naman necessarily na parang in a classroom setup all the time, pero yun nga, pag pupunta ka sa community, makipag-usap ka sa tao, diba? Ask them what is going on. Ask them if they know what is making the things go on, diba? Parang ganon.
Yeah.
Pero in terms of yung mga apathetic or yung mga apolitical, or kung tutuusin parang I see it, but I'm looking away.
Looking away.
Parang, to an extent, diba, syempre, madalas yung mga ganun ay ayaw makialam dahil usually may reason naman na related sa sariling interest din nila. Na parang, I don't wanna get involved kasi mapapahamak ako dito or in my work or something. I don't wanna get involved kasi mapapagalitan ako, etc., etc. Yung iba naman parang, it's not my problem kasi I'm not experiencing it, which is which is insane to me kasi parang the basic empathy.
Yes, yeah.
Diba? Parang, kahit yung makakita ka lang ng parang taong nagugutom, hindi ka pa mapapaisip na parang, bakit siya nagugutom, ako hindi? I mean, bakit siya nagugutom, bakit ako may pagkain? And like, will you not take any steps to make sure na makakain yung taong yun? Kahit yung ganun lang sa level ng ganun. And I think it's easier na parang, alam mo yun, yung parang, yung mga takot na may mangyari sa kanila kapag sumali sila, kaya sila apolitical, parang mas madaling i-explain na parang kapag madami tayo, syempre, individually, hindi ka na kasing papahamak kasi madami tayo, di ba? May level na parang, okay, when you're lost in a crowd, that crowd becomes the one thing na makapangyarihan, na decisive force, diba? The masses are the decisive force of history. Kapag lahat ng tao collectively nagpasya na gusto natin gawin itong isang bagay, like, diba? Go! Wala nang magagawa si Bongbong Marcos against an army of like 1 million people. Alam mo yung parang meme na parang gorilla versus gorilla versus
100 men? Ano ba yun? One man versus 100 gorilla, yeah.
Yeah, parang ganun, diba? Parang Bongbong Marcos cannot take down a gorilla. Pero yung mga tao na parang basic empathy yung kulang. Usually mayaman kasi or parang, usually parang may ibang mundo ng sarili nila. I think kasi pag ganun, tas hindi naman sila necessarily like part of the 1% or part of the ruling class, no? May point din na sila din maapektuhan actually ng crisis. Kasi at this point, parang ngayon na tumataas yung presyo ng lahat ng batayang bilihin dahil tumaas na yung presyo ng langis. Like, it's impossible na hindi sila aaray doon. Wala silang mararamdaman na paghihirap doon kahit kakaunti. So kapag sila na yung apektuhan, baka that could push them to do something, di ba? Pero tayo as people with convictions, di ba? Huwag na tayo mangimi na parang to take a stand against that kind of behavior, to call it out na parang, okay, wala kang pake, bakit? Di ba? All these people are dying. You're fine. You're fine that the world is
Yeah.
burning. Na parang, di ba? Parang, in a sense, di ba merong thing with artists na parang art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the
Yeah, disturb
comfortable.
the comfortable. Yeah.
Diba? So, and then make them uncomfortable for being like that. We don't lose anything by making one person uncomfortable for their lack of empathy, diba? Pero syempre, iba-iba, case-to-case basis yan. Pero syempre, diba? Hindi okay. We can't let it be a thing na parang we don't care about each other. Kasama nun sa pagiging artist, pagiging cultural worker, yung pag-cultivate, no, ng culture of collectivism, 'di ba? That we
Yes.
care about each other.
Were groomed to think, and they thought it was cool to do things on their own and not, asking for help or not being part of a community. So yeah, I think that's how I would see it. And I feel like um maybe it's hard for these people to let go of that notion or to unlearn it in a way. For people who want to do something, right? And they're just, scared about like going on the streets or whatever. Like, what is the usual thing that you would say to them na they can help through this and that, Ana?
Siguro, syempre, there are little ways na individually we do, no? Especially in the start when we ourselves are just finding out about how things work, na parang,
Mm-hmm.
okay, ngayon ko lang nalaman na yung oil companies pala, they're not actually lacking stock, but they're just using the crisis as an excuse to raise the prices, di ba? Parang,
Yeah.
ngayon ko lang yun nalaman, anong pwede kong gawin? Siyempre, I mean, in this day and age, yung usually yung nangyayari, lalo na yung mga middle class na with access to the internet, parang, siyempre, share online, share
Yeah.
posts, informative posts, no? But I would say, lalo na ngayon na there is, ways to join organizations online. Diba? Nag-plug bigla.
Yeah.
Ano,
Yes. Yes.
syempre, like, join an organization, join a mass organization, join our pack.
Yes.
Like,
Hashtag join our pack.
real. Kasi, yun nga, parang syempre, we like to think na our actions, hindi, tama naman na parang our small actions in the day-to-day have impact, they have effects. Pero, if they're not coordinated, if they're not like things we do as a collective and things we agree upon, things we collectively take stands on, di ba? Kung kalat-kalat tayo, the effectiveness of what we're doing is significantly diminished.
Yeah.
Kasi, like, yun nga, kapag sinabi natin ang masang tagapaglikha ng kasaysayan, it's not Jose Rizal doing that. It's not like one person directly jumped to Jose Rizal for his story. Like Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, Emilio Ginaldo, hindi naman sila yun eh. It's the fact that there are so many people on ground doing uniting on certain things to push their basic rights, diba? To be to push like actual democratic processes.
It becomes like the goal is tangible. Like you can send now, parang like it's a mirage before, and then now it's like, oh, it's real. Like we can actually go there. Thank you for your time. I know you're busy, and you're you're very, we never had a real conversation other than this, and I'm trying to like, this is the longest conversation that we had. I'm trying to have mga guests that are, that I am familiar with all the time but never really had a conversation. So it's nice to, plus you have to be a guest, or someone from our pack is bound to have been a guest. And this thing that I'm doing is actually, I don't see it as like, oh, I have to do this because like I have a mission and blah blah blah. It's just supposed to be like a fun project, and just for me to practice talking to people and all that. But while I'm practicing and talking to people, why not just put out good content, or like just put up content that is, you know, not just brain rot, because I know brain rot is funny, and doom scrolling is funny, like all the cat videos and all that funny little skits. Pero I don't know, why not put something that can awaken someone's brain.
Real.
Yeah. So thank you for being in my lababo.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. It's
Yeah.
it's a good thing na parang we've been able to get to know each other more in the past 30 minutes.
In the past 30 minutes.
It is 9:13 p.m. on yesterday, so it is Monday evening, and March is about to wrap up, guys. Which brings me to my transition that yes, we are doing another Friend Factory workshop. Friend Factory is a imagination and storytelling workshop that I did last year, and I'm doing it again this year, but I will do it with a under the sink theme, which means everyone can create, I don't know, their under the sink imaginary friends. They're like, who lives under your sink. So I'm still thinking actually on what the title would be, but it is happening on the 18th and then 19th of April. I'm still also deciding if it's going to be a 2-day workshop, or if it's like 2 separate batches, or like if it's just 1 day, I don't know. But yeah, I am very excited. So if you want to be part of the workshop, just let me know, and yeah, I can send you the details, and I'll also post about it soon. Under the Sing Show is a The Love Club production, and The Love Club is me. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope you have an amazing Easter break. Okay? Stop scrolling. Like, be with nature, do something. Okay? Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you.